Yes, good morning to all of you. Myself, Mahesh Jagdish Pingle, lecturer, Electronics Engineering, Government Polytechnic Hambad. So, dear students, today we are going to discuss the first unit of our mobile communication. So, before moving to the part of mobile communication, let us have a look over a wireless communication. So, what exactly we mean by a wireless communication? As all of we know, whenever we want to do communication between two different stations or two different points or within two different points, we have to need a separate channel to send a signal from transmitter to the receiver. So suppose if I am having this point as a transmitter, and let us the receiver is placed over here, and we want to send a signal from transmitter to the receiver. Now, whatever the channel which is used to send a information from transmitter to the receiver is called as a channel. Now the channel are of different types. So if there is some physical structure present over there, then we call it as a guided channel. So whatever the signal, it is called as the guided signal, and whatever the communication takes place itself also known as a guided communication. Because in guided communication, always keep in mind physical structure is present. So what exactly we mean by the physical structure? So physical structure, so it may be a cable, it may be a wire, it may be a waveguide or anything. So such a kind of physical structure is present in guided communication. So such a kind of communication where the physical structure is present, it is a wired communication, right? But in unguided communication or the wireless communication, no any physical structure present over there. So there is no any cable is there, no any wire is present, no any waveguide is present. So the communication takes place through the free space, or we can say that air as a channel. So whatever the communication done between the transmitter and the receiver, it is done with the help of free space or air as a channel. So no any physical structure present in wireless communication. So that's why such a kind of communication, it is also known as unguided communication. So in unguided communication, no any physical structure present over there. Communication is done with the help of air as a channel or a free space, right? Now mobile communication always comes under the category of wireless communication. In wired communication, physical structure present. So if we want to see the best example of wired communication, then your telephone is the best example of wired communication, right? But your mobile phones, or we can say that cell phones, these are the best examples of wireless communication. So in this particular syllabus, you are going to discuss the wireless communication. Now basically the things concept comes in front of us is that why we are selecting or why we are moving to the wireless communication from your wired communication. So there are some disadvantages of wired communication. So the need arises in front of us to switch from your wired communication to the wireless communication. So let us have a look over the advantages of wireless communication. So because of these advantages, we switched to the wireless communication. So the first advantage is cost. So whatever the cost of your wireless communication, so the cost effectiveness is achieved with the help of wireless communication. So the wireless communication carries a signal through the space. So we don't need any kind of channel to send or any kind of physical material to send a signal from your transmitter to the receiver. So if there is no any physical structure present over there, automatically the cost of communication gets reduced. So that's why the first advantage of your wireless communication is the cost effectiveness. The cost is less for your wireless communication, right? So this is your one of the most important advantage of wireless communication. Then the second most important advantage is mobility. So what exactly we mean by the mobility? So while talking about the mobility, so mobility is the concept that anyone can move that particular object from one point to the another, right? So it is called as the mobility. Suppose if we take an example that there is some washing machine present at your home. So it is not possible for you to take that particular washing machine anywhere whenever you are going from some other stations right from your hometown. So suppose if you are moving from one city to the another city, you never carry your washing machine. So your washing machine is not a mobile device. But your cell phones or the mobile phones you can carry anywhere. So that's why we can say that the mobility of wireless communication is more. So wireless communication provides portable devices in use, and because of these particular portable devices or handsets, we can get a benefit of mobility. Hence it provides a mobility to the user which is not possible with the help of your telephones. So if someone is having landline telephones at their home, then definitely we can't carry that particular telephone instrument with us anywhere which we are moving around us. So that's why we can say that the mobility is the biggest advantage of your mobile communication. Then ease of installation. So what exactly we mean by the ease of installation? Ease of installation itself is that the installation procedure for your mobile communication or wireless communication is very much easy. So if anyone want to install his or her mobile handset with the network, then it is very much simple to install. So that's why we can say that the ease of installation is possible for wireless communication. So the setup and the installation of the wireless network is really very easy as compared to the wired communication, as no cables are involved or no any physical structure is present over there. So it is third advantage of your mobile communication. Then we will move for the fourth advantage. So the fourth advantage, it is reliability. So it is more reliable. This particular system, it is more reliable than any other communication. So reliability is more, and we can say that the reliable communication is achieved with the help of wireless communication, as there is no any cable or physical structure is present. So there is no any chances to get that particular system failed or failure of system, or there is no any chances of damage of cables. So that's why the reliability itself gets increased. So we can say that the reliability of your wireless communication is more. And the fifth and biggest advantage of your wireless communication is flexibility. It is more flexible than any other wired communication. So wireless communication is more flexible than any other wired communication because the wireless communication enables people to communicate regardless of their location. So if you are at any place on the earth, you can get communicated to the other person with the help of mobile handset. So that's why the flexibility of communication itself gets achieved with the help of your wireless communication. So this is all about the concept of wireless communication and its advantages, and because of these 5 advantages, the beauty of wireless communication gets increased, and that's why everyone nowadays we are using a wireless communication rather than that of your a wired communication. So we will stop here. So this is the first lecture, recorded lecture of your mobile communication. In the next lecture, we are going to discuss the wireless network generation and evolution of wireless standard. So meanwhile, we will stop here. So thank you very much.